day, everyone, and how you doing? I hope you're all doing very well. Thank you for stopping by again today at my wonderful channel. So, if it is your very first time of stopping by here, please don't forget to subscribe for your girl. Click on subscribe button there, and if you have not given this video a thumb up, do it first before you start watching. All right, for my return subscribers, you know I can never take your love for granted. Thank you so much for always being there. Thank you so much for always returning to watch my videos and support me. Thank you for every single person that has super chatted me on this channel. Thank you for the love. You, my members, I can never mention names without yours first. Clemens Treasure, Akona Bridget, and Galway's Corner. Thank you so much for being my member and renewing every month. I appreciate this love. God bless you all. So, and I've always wanted to give this special thanks to Auntie Chisom, my big aunt. You showed me a very great love. I don't know how to start appreciating you. I've mentioned you on some of my videos, but it seems maybe you've not watched that. Even if you've watched, you may not like to talk there. But your love from me would never be taken for granted. Your river would never run dry. Thank you for your massive love. I'm so appreciative. There is a post someone made, a loud post. It was actually a comment on someone's post. She said she is losing her marriage. What is the problem? The problem is the fact that she has 5 children already, but no male child. They are all female children, no male child. And the husband has threatened to send her out if she puts to bed this time, because according to her, she is pregnant. So if she puts to bed this time and it is still a female child, that she is going to lose her marriage. Did you get this story? It's actually not a story, but it's just what happened. So this thing was just made yesterday. She is pregnant. A lady is pregnant of her 6th child, and the 5 she has already are female children. And the husband has threatened to send her out of the marriage if she puts to bed this time, and the baby comes out to be another female child. In fact, can you say to that? What do you say to this kind of story? What do you say to this kind of a thing? A thing. Yes. Yeah. You got married to a woman, and God blessed 2 of you. She keeps giving you babies. But your problem now is the fact that none of those babies is a boy child yet. And she is pregnant. If she does not deliver a baby boy this time, you are going to send her out of that marriage. In fact, this might take me the whole year to talk about it if I'm allowed to. Otherwise, what? What kind of a thing is this? So people are married and they are looking for fruits of the womb. You got married to yours and God blessed 2 of you. You've been having babies at intervals. She is pregnant again of the 6th child. So what are you two even considering for her to get married, get pregnant for the 6th time? Let me know, before I go to that your condition of male child, of you sending her out of the marriage for not having a male child. Before I go there, thinking of having a 1st child, 2nd child, 3rd child, 4th child, 5th child, as if it's not enough, she is pregnant for the 6th one because you are looking for a male child. Are you considering this economy? Because it is happening in this Nigeria where inflation is on a very high side. Are you considering the situation of the economy before going for the 6th child? And peradventure, if the 6th one isn't a male, probably you guys might still go for the 7th one. Maybe as you try to send her away, if it is resolved, you might not decide to go for the 7th one, hoping that would come out to be a male child. What if she put to bed now, maybe twins of baby girls? What would you do? You want to send her away? So even if you send her away, what happens to your children? Are you sending her away out of the marriage with those children? Are you sending her away and keep the 6 children with you, bringing in another woman, take care of these 6 children, while you hope to get a male child from the second one? Is this what you hope to do? So, before you take a decision, think very well before you carry out an action, because some might affect you adversely, some might even take your life, some might take your joy forever from you. You would never have joy in your life again because of a decision you took without thinking, without sitting on it and check on both sides. If I do it this way, why if it happens this way? In every alphabet, there must be other alphabet that follow A. Don't always make only A plan. There must be a B plan in case A plan fails. So what is your B plan? What's your plan B? Because your plan A now is, if it doesn't give me a male child, I'm going to send her away. What if sending her away doesn't solve the problem? What if you bring in a second wife and that one starts bearing female children again? What would you do? Would you send that one away again and keep bringing in wives until you have a male child? Are you going to be that? No. Are you going to be David of our time? You want to have plenty children? You want to have plenty wives? As long as you've not gotten a male child, you keep getting wives in until one has a male child for you. So what happens to the 5 children already? Or the 6th one, peradventure, if she comes out to be a female child? What would happen to them when you send her away? Are you going to send them away with those children to go and suffer in the hands of another man if she gets married again? Or to go and be dumped with one mother-in-law somewhere who would abandon her own problem and start taking care of your own problem, because your children are your own problem. They are your own cross. So if you think of sending them away, sending your cross away to who? That is there. Then, like I said, consider the economic situation of this country you and I reside. Having 6 children at this period of time, who will take care of them? Anyway, I don't know how affluent you are. I don't know how full your pocket is. So let me speak on something I don't know. Maybe you are so rich. So even if you have 20 children, you should be able to take care of them because of your financial status, which is so heavy. So let me not speak on that. Probably I might be ignorant of that because I've not asked. I don't want to ask. I talk on what concerns me. Now on the issue of not having a male child, please, can someone help me to tell some ignorant guys out there that having a male child or not having a male child is not a problem of a woman? It's not the fault of the wife. Can someone help us talk to men out there? I mean the ignorant ones, because not all of them dwell on this same mentality. Can someone help us to talk to some ignorant men out there that not having a male child is not the fault of a woman? Oh yes, it is not. I am not a doctor. I am not a health, though yeah, health was part of my study in the university, but I'm not practicing health. But I will say the little I know. Can someone help us to talk to guys out there that no woman has a Y chromosome? No woman. XY chromosomes belong to men. XX belong to women. Oh yes. It is when this Y chromosome of a woman, of a man rather, meets that one of a woman, fertilize the eggs, that is how a male child comes up. That Y chromosomes is from a man. If your wife hasn't given you a male child, that means you've not given her that Y chromosome. Yes. As health teaches us, Y chromosome is a weak one. It's not as strong as that X chromosome. So when that Y and X chromosomes are deposited in the body of a woman, they start swimming. As we were taught, and we are still being taught, that Y doesn't swim as fast, it's not as strong as X. It goes fast. And if it doesn't see any egg at that point in time to fertilize, it dies easily. YX keeps swimming as long as 3 days, searching for this egg to fertilize. Now tell me, this X that stays for 3 days, what chromosome would it meet to fertilize, to mate with, to form a child? Is it not the same XX the woman is created with? The why that dies easily is from who? Why not go and ask God, why does Y chromosome not spend time as long as X spends in the woman's body? Why don't you go and ask God that question and leave women out of this? Yes, yeah, we were taught, and we are still being taught, there is a way you can plan it. I do calculate search, but I can't do it to anybody. Like I said, I can't talk about it here. I'm not a health person, I might be wrong, but people have taught you it worked for them. There is a way to go about that mentality, yes, but it's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm not a doctor. It may not work for some people, so I will now call you a fake prophet. Is it prophet? Educator. So that is not my business or what I've come here to talk about. Go and meet a doctor or a health personnel to tell you there is a way they go about having that male child. Yes, there is a way they go about it. That's what they go about it. So that they will teach you on a particular time to meet with your wife for it to happen as God may have it. But then, leave women out of not having a male child. It is not their fault. It is your fault as a man. It's not actually a fault. It's not actually a fault. That is how God has made it to be. But because you blame her, that's why I term it as their fault. Yes, exactly. Because you blame her, that is the reason why I term it as a fault. It is your fault. It is from your side. It is from your body. It is what you deposit that works for her. God has never given any woman XY chromosome. It is you as a man that has that. That your wife goes there and dies on time is not our fault. That's why I said you can meet your doctor or any health person. Now they will tell you the exact time to go in there so that wife would quickly milk that egg before it dies off and fertilize it. That's how you get your male child. But before then, it's not a woman's fault. That a woman doesn't have a male child, you want to send her away. Have you sat down with her to plan on how to work on this and see if you can get a male child? Have you sat down with her to talk about this, to know how you go about this male child? So, not only this woman, you men out there, if you talk about having a male child, before you engage marrying a woman, don't go bring them in and place them under this emotional and psychological torture. Because her post carries cry emoji. Plenty of it. You can imagine someone coming publicly to say this, with her name boldly there, and with cry emoji. She needs help. I treated her privately. You know what I told her? I said, please, tell your husband that not having a male child isn't your fault. It is what he deposited, you deliver. That's first. Secondly, tell your husband that the female child are the bump this time around. Nobody rejects a child this time. Many people are married and crying for God all through day and night for him to grant them at least with one. Some are even saying if it is a disabled one, if it's the one hand is like this or leg is the other one, why are they saying giving God this condition? Because they need a child. Tell him that two of you are very lucky. You go in there, you get pregnant, and you have 5. Female children are wonderfully made. This period, look into many families. Look into many families and see who is carrying the burden of many families now. It may not always be finance. Even if it is when it is finance. Some men get married, they focus on their family. No woman has ever gotten married and forgot the family she comes from. That's why in some families you see some women having problem with their mother-in-laws, sister-in-law, mother-in-laws, or husband. Because they can't leave their family alone. They can't leave the family out of their marriage. It's always my mother needs this, my father needs this, my son university. They would always want to carry their family along. They are married, they are carrying the mother, the father. No woman has ever gotten married and they are financially stable and the mother or father or siblings are suffering. No woman. So what are we talking about? Have you seen Chioma Davido? Has Chioma not brought wealth, riches, name to her family? Has she not? What are we talking about? I'm not just, I just brought her in. I don't like making such instances because I would say, what if the husband was not wealthy? So I don't like bringing in such instances, but I just have to do that. Most men get married. I repeat, they focus on their family. At old age, how many men stay at home, abandon their jobs and their immediate family and come and take care of their sick parents? How many men do that? Mainly ladies. Just last week, I called a woman and I've not heard from her for a long time. I called her, I've not heard from you for a long time. You've not been online. I've not seen you. What happened? Where have you been? She said, my sister, my father has been sick for years here in Lagos. So now we've decided to take him to the village, and there's no one to follow him. Her mother is late, so there's no one to go and stay with this man in the village. Reason they've not taken him home since he's old and needs to go home and has been homesick. Now, I was like, let us get someone to take care of him. Many people who contacted proved abortive. Nobody wants to stay with an old woman, no matter how much you want to pay them. So when you tell them the age and his health situation, they don't want to stay. What do? He needs someone around. We can't leave him to go and die in the village. So they took him to the village, and this lady agreed with the husband. Let me go. When we get someone to stay with him, I will be back. So she has 4 kids. 2 are a bit grown. She put those 2 in the hands of the husband, and husband's relative that has been with them left her 2 younger ones for the village to go and stay with the father while they are looking for the person that would come and take care of the father, which they will be paying monthly. How many men would leave their family to go stay with the father or mother in the village? How many men would do that? No, because, even sometimes you see married men, they want to bring their wives or their mothers abroad. The wife would say, no, if the wife doesn't want you to come, you would not come. If your son gets married and you want to go to your son's place, or you want some benefits from your son, it is the one the wife allows that some of them do. Not all just do at free will. Some would sit down with their wife. They agree on doing something for you. If the wife doesn't agree, they will not do it for you. If they want to do it, it's not as you want. But a female child would do anything the mother or father or siblings want. So even do it, hides to do it without the husband knowing. I'm not trying to say male children aren't important. But to make a woman look like having 5 children is like having nothing. Making her seem useless. Making her seem irresponsible in the marriage where she has 5 children because they are females. And you are trying to send her away. If she delivers her 6th pregnancy and it comes out to be a female child, try to send her away. So get my point. Female children are very, very important. They are very useful. Unless you don't train them well. Train your female child well. See them stand and do that which you expect a male child to do. I know someone look at culture and my culture demands, my culture this, my culture that. Fine. If it isn't forthcoming, what would you do? We want to ruin the joy of a woman you brought in from her father's house to your own house to change her name to yours because she doesn't have a male child, which is not her fault. We want to send her away, ruin her joy. Then, another thing is, these children, you are threatening to send their mother away alongside with them. You are instigating hate between you and them, right? Right? Do you know that? You are instigating hate between you and them. When these children grow, even if they are staying in your house, but they see you castigate the mother every day for the fact that she doesn't have a male child, and you think these children would grow to love you? They won't. They may grow and you start seeking for their love and you won't get it. Yes, you think they are small, right? They study every bit of the steps you make in that house. And 5 children, you think the 4th one hasn't grown? They are observing you. They are watching you. Whatever they grow out to become tomorrow, don't blame the mother. As some would say, it was the mother that poisoned their mind. It was the mother that changed their mind from loving me. It is what you instigated while they were small. They are still growing. Mind what you do in their presence. Mind what you say in their presence. And now you are planning to send them away with the mother because they are female children. They would grow. Nothing would happen to them. And they will grow to become great people tomorrow. And when they become that, you start seeking comment. And people would say, forgive him. He's a father no matter what. No matter what. He is still your father. So that sent you away while you were small with your mother. And the mother tried all her possible best to make sure you become something. And now you are something. And someone from somewhere has come to claim you. That's your father. Forgive me. People are there. Forgive him now no matter what. No matter what. That advice you would give that child when she is grown. Please start giving it to the father now. Start giving that same advice to the father now. Let him understand the father These are God's gifts. You don't know what they will grow to become. Keep culture aside and take care of your children. Take care of God's gifts to you. Keep culture aside. If you allow things to keep happening this way, if you send that woman away because she has female children, those children will grow to become great. And when that happens, you will live to regret it. What will happen to you? You will not die. You will live to regret your action. So, I summarize. Female children are God's gift. They are wonderfully made. Train them and watch them become something in the future. Unless you allow them to go wayward. That is how they would grow and become nothing. Train your children. Secondly, that a woman doesn't have a male child is not her fault. The earlier you stop blaming her, the better. Thirdly, there is a way to go about it. Yes, like you've known that your Y chromosome is weak. It's not as strong as X. It doesn't stay more than a day. It doesn't stay as long as X stays. So you can meet a doctor or any health personnel you know around you that knows how to work out that. They will tell you the best time to mate with your wife, so that your Y chromosome would go in there and see an X and to fertilize immediately for you to have a male child. Meet a health personnel, meet a doctor. They will tell you that. They will teach you that. Then, the one God has given you, take care of them. Alright? Stop detesting female children. Stop detesting female children. Stop making them feel bad. Stop making them feel they aren't important in the society and in your family. They are. It's what they've grown to become that will determine. Check most ministers out there, they are all female. I hope you've learned something from this video. Let us know your opinion in the comment section. Please watch this video to the end. If you have watched to this extent, quite appreciated. If you can give your girl a super chat, that will be much appreciated. If you can join my membership, oh, kudos and much love to you out there. Thank you so much for always being here to support your girl. I'll see you again on my next video. Bye.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.